What's up, all you fans of the NBA? Welcome to ExceedTheHype.com. It's your boy Lucrecio coming at you with another video, alright? Today's video is entitled The 5 Reasons Derrick Rose Will Be Sixth Man of the Year. Pretty self-explanatory. I believe this year, now that Derrick Rose has gone to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he will be the sixth man of the year. We will see a situation kind of like we saw with Eric Gordon last year, a player who was meant to be a star in this league, who ends up, playing a particular role and excelling at that particular role. And I believe we'll see that from Derrick Rose again this year. All right. Here are the 5 reasons why I believe that will happen. Reason number 5, simplified game. It's basically going to be his job to just attack the basket. When you get in the game, just, ferociously attack the basket, take your man one-on-one or whatever the case may be. Just attack, get buckets. Basically like Jamal Crawford. You get in the game, your job is to get buckets. You don't have to worry about trying to run sets, trying to facilitate the offense necessarily. For Derrick Rose, it's going to be drive, get past your man, beat your man, get to the basket. If you're clear, shoot it. If not, kick it to the open shooters. He's probably going to play a lot of minutes with J.R. Smith and Kyle Korver and Channing Frye if he's still there and people like that. So he's going to get, chances to get easy assists or whatever, but definitely points, get buckets. That's his job. He's Derrick Rose. He still has a lot of the skills that made him an MVP in 2011. He may have chilled out on some of the explosive cuts and plants and just explosive moves to the basket, but he can still do it, and he will. Derrick Rose as a sixth man is better than basically all the guards coming off the bench in the NBA. Reason number 5 that he'll be sixth man of the year this upcoming year. Reason number 4, lower minutes will allow him to play full speeds for stretches of the game at a time. He's not going to play 40 minutes like he used to with Chicago. It's going to be easier on his joints. He's going to be less fatigued or whatever, less chances to really get injured. He's going to be in the game, probably going to play like 25 minutes or whatever behind, probably not even 25 minutes behind Isaiah Thomas, because Isaiah Thomas is going to get a big load of minutes as well. So he's going to, when he gets in the game, he's just going to go full speed. Like I said in the last reason, attacking the basket or whatever, driving kicks, getting points, getting assists, easy production for him, because naturally this guy was destined to be an elite player in the NBA, and now since he's a sixth man, he's going to be the elite sixth man in the NBA. Reason number 4. Reason number 3, he will push the pace when he's in the game, resulting in many highlights, which will increase the spotlight on him. So as we know, Derrick Rose just has a way around the basket when it comes to finishing, when it comes to, like his little awkward finishes, reverse layups and things of that nature, the dunks, the crossovers. He still has a mean crossover because he's so fast. He's going to have a lot of chances to do some of this stuff, because if he gets in the game and he's not trying to run an offense or whatever, he's just trying to get buckets, we're going to see him and his arsenal on full display when he gets in the game for those stretches. And it's going to result in quite a few highlights. They're going to be all over SportsCenter every other night or whatever that they play. And because of that, the attention is going to raise on Derrick Rose. People are going to remember, oh, look at the impact Derrick Rose had as a sixth man on the Cavaliers. Another reason he's going to win sixth man of the year this upcoming season, all right? Reason number 2. The NBA voters will be inclined to vote for Derrick Rose just because of the opportunity to vote him for another award would be a great story in the NBA. Think about this. A former MVP, it's like the ultimate redemption story. Not necessarily like Derrick Rose did anything wrong that he needs to be redeemed from. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the fact that, lots of people thought Derrick Rose's career was going to be over because, ACL tear after ACL tear after MCL after whatever, injury after injury after injury. We never thought he'd be the same again. He made statements saying, hey, I want to walk when I'm done and this and all that. All those types of things. Everybody thought Derrick Rose was done. Everybody thought he was never going to be able to be healthy. And even if he could be healthy, he was never going to be as great of a player as he was. So one thing to remember, he's still a relatively young man. He's not 35 or anything like that. He's still a relatively young man in the NBA. And him being super explosive off the bench, giving them, you know, the 16 to 18, whatever the output is, points per game wise, and giving the voters something to vote for, they would definitely take that bait and vote for him to win that Sixth Man of the Year. People would love having Derrick Rose on the podium again. We haven't seen it since 2011 or whatever. If we hadn't seen a whole lot of success from him since those days. So it would be a great story for the NBA. The voters would eat it up, and they definitely vote for him. He most likely will win that award. That's reason number 2. Reason number 1. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the #1 seed. They'll be on national TV the most out of any team in the NBA because they have LeBron James on the roster. Everybody will get to see up close Derrick Rose's contributions. A lot of times when it comes to the Sixth Man of the Year, exposure is a big deal. So there was a season a couple years ago. I don't know if Will Bynum actually won it, but he was having, when you look at the numbers, he was having a crazy season. But he played for the Nuggets or whatever, and he might have won it. But I just remember, like, he had some good numbers coming off the bench or whatever, but nobody could really pay attention because the Nuggets didn't have any national TV games. That's what happens. Like, for that production to really count towards being a Sixth Man, #1, you got to be on a team that's relevant in the NBA. #2, you know, you got to get some exposure. People will have to know. You can't just go read stat lines after stat lines after you never watched these guys play. Those voters always favor the team, the players, the 6 men on teams that are relevant. If you remember, Jamal Crawford won a couple times. He won it when he was with the Clippers. I believe he might have won it with Chicago, but I know for definitely he won it when he was with the Clippers because they were relevant. They were a good squad. They had all kinds of highlights all over SportsCenter. And people forget the Clippers were like a squad a couple years ago before Golden State really took over, and then they just kind of regressed or whatever. The same thing with J.R. Smith won it a while ago. He was on relevant teams. Most of the time, look, Eric Gordon won last year. He's on a relevant team. He was a relevant player on a relevant team. He got a lot of play on national TV. We all got to see Eric Gordon showcase his abilities or whatever on national TV. It matters. With Derrick Rose, he's going to be on a #1 seed on a team with LeBron, on a team that's going to be on TNT this week and ESPN the next week and TNT again and ABC, all over national TV because LeBron is still the biggest draw in the NBA. And because that's one other reason #1 why Derrick Rose will win, because we all will see him contribute to a team that's a #1 seed. So those are the 5 reasons I believe Derrick Rose will win the Sixth Man of the Year. If you agree, leave your comments, like the video or whatever if you enjoyed this content, and subscribe if you are not currently a subscriber. If you are currently a subscriber, thank you, and see you next time. All right.